Welcome to UGC Net aspirants. So in today's topic, I will be discussing paper one teaching aptitude part 2 here, and so I'll straight away go for discussion about. Okay, so now what are the factor affecting teaching related? Okay, so I said teacher, learner, and institution, many thing related to affecting teaching learning process. And first one is teacher. Okay, so teacher play vital role for the teaching learning process, we know. And teacher I mean teacher quality can be decided by education qualification of teacher, and then skill set he or she having, like communication skill, and then use of teaching aid. So what concept, what kind of concept subject for which kind of aids she or he has to do and take part in any teaching learning process. And then passion for teaching, and selection of teaching methodology for the concept, and then human relation skills with student. And of course experience also play vital role for which standard student for teacher taking class. And then subject matter is another quality teacher has to keep. And then what are the factor affect teaching related to learner? Okay, so learner is most effective when the difference in learning language, right, as well as cultural, social, behavioral are the account of learner. And next one is support material. Okay, so teacher support system is a set of tool that is improve students achievement, right? Okay, and so here support material related to student assessment and scores, and teaching strategies and lesson plan, and standards and benchmark for learner from teaching process. And then so for some concept effective use of traditional or modern or ICT based tool play vital role here. And then instructional facilities, okay, teaching aids, and teaching aid here integral component of any classroom, right? So and then learning environment. So we should keep environment, classroom environment very supportive for effective teaching learning process. And again socio-economic factor. Okay, so your economic and social background of teacher student also affect learning curve. Okay, so here we want to take both direct and indirect background of, as well as level of teacher as well as student. So teacher may be getting a poor and rich kind of students, so you want to treat them equally. Okay, so that is a very important things. And expectation. So once a student parents expecting a teaching learning process, and they will be expecting for acquiring knowledge to their wards. Okay, so that is another factor. So here psychological impact on student also there, right? Okay, so this will be causing stress for student and impairment. And okay, so next one is institution. Okay, so institution is abiding by administrative policy. So in that case, it is also one of the teaching learning affecting factor. Okay, so and then there are chances that teacher want to deliver in way um, so for the student with his or her own way, but um, some institution never allow even such a approach. Okay, so in that case, this is also one of the factor. Then method of teaching in institution of higher learning. Okay, so here we know two type of centric, right? Teacher centric and learner centric. So if it is teacher centric, it is a focus is on instructor. Okay, which mean every student has to listen what teacher say. Okay, and in learner centric, focus is on both learner as well as instructor. Okay, here next difference will be focus is on language form and structure. What is the instruction know about the language? Okay, so here focus is on language use in typical situation. Okay, then instructor talk, student listen. It will be interactive, right? So both teacher as well as learner interact each other, and student work alone here, and in teacher centric, student work in pair, in group, or depending on the purpose of activity. Then instructor monitor and correct every student utterance. So but here we have provision for the student talk. Then instructor answers student question about language, and after listening the subject, student may raise question. Okay, but here student answer each other's question. Okay, using instructor as an information resource. Here instructor chooses topic, but here there is a provision for student also. Suggest a topic for the day, and instructor evaluate student learning. So here student evaluate their own learning. So that is also possible. So in this teacher centric, classroom is quiet, but it will be noisy with respect to discussion. Okay, so now we need to know difference between online learning and offline learning. Okay, so first difference might be location of teaching learning process. Okay, okay, so here what is for offline, participants are required to travel to training location, and he have to go and sit in class, and in either in school or college, and but in online it will be conducted anywhere, but student may be present anywhere, and learn the teaching learning process. So like that, so some flexibility there in online, right? Okay, so time also not issue for online. Anytime learner will watch the session if it is online class. Okay, and next one is benefit of learning online or offline are practically the same, but online qualification are just as internationally recognized as offline one. Okay, and then what are the benefits of online and offline? So we have, okay, suppose some people may work. Okay, they may learn through online class. Okay, so now what are the active learning for young aspirant mind? Okay, so nowadays Swayam, NPTEL kind of authority, providing the this process. And then we need to know school education, out of school education, undergraduate education, postgraduate education. So what are the institution there, and then what are the other quality kind of provision there for that. Okay, so that is also you have to keep in while so conducting teaching learning process. Okay, so and we want to know about a massive open online course that is many expert who are from different institution conducting this course for student benefit. And then we need to know what is the teaching support system. So so we'll be having a very chalk and talk method, and then memorization technique. So expert knowledge gaining task like that, up to nowadays ICT kind of things are going here. And then tools used in traditional language support system are blackboard, textbook, chart, image and poster, map, atlas, globes, flashcard, flipcard, science lab, apparatus model, workbook, drawing book, dictionary, encyclopedias, and Vedic math tool, fossil book kind of things there. So modern and ICT based teaching method, we will be providing LCD projector and interactive whiteboard in classroom. That is a smart board also we are keeping. And then so here ICT based teaching method. Okay, so what are the need and facilities you want to keep? You want to keep either computer or laptop, and with technology driven classroom like smart classroom. Okay, so where everything will be very smart without using any traditional things. And even we are having very colorful PowerPoint presentation. And so we are having microphone for students as well as teacher. And then we have activity based learning. So that is most efficient from ICT based teaching learning process. And of course we are keeping all the materials, whatever teacher deliver content, everything digitalized, so that at any point of time student can store and watch it. Okay, and we have flipped classroom. Flipped classroom is nothing but, if suppose any class going, so there one important concept we want to learn. So for that instead of keeping delivering content, so we will be keeping a video for some smart as well as small time. Okay, like 4 minutes video we can play on student interest at class. Okay, and then it of course having design thinking and creative idea. And we'll be having mind map. Suppose we have one subject syllabus, and we will be asking each and every content of syllabus with student, and ask them what is the practical and the reality of such a syllabus to society. We can ask them to map and submit the answer with some tools there. Okay, so we have a lot of mind mapping tool there we can use. And gamification, so sometime with using for quiz and hunts, gamification give. And free online learning tools also there. And ITC based teaching method, virtual reality, virtual lab. And so some university keeping very interesting kind of which lab. Okay, and then usually student never have chance to visit such a lab, then we can demonstrate in virtual way. Okay, And okay, so next one is type of evaluation. Okay, so here what are these, I mean, according to function. Okay, which mean we'll be having placement. Okay, so once we, I mean, some student learning any course, and what is the output. Okay, that can be placement, formative, diagnostics, and summative. Okay, and here in India country and all, we are following formative and summative, and then according to nature of reference, norms reference, and criterion reference. And what is placement. Okay, so when their ultimate aim is what. Okay, they want to get job, okay, in society. Okay, that is a placement. And for that we are conducting aptitude tests, self-reporting inventories, observational techniques, medical entrance examination, engineering or agriculture entrance examination are example for a placement kind. And formative evaluation. Okay, so here we are monitor the learning process of student during period of instruction. So what is it is continuous feedback on both teacher and student. Okay, so here the teacher also enrich their knowledge by getting feedback from student. Like that student also I mean, try to learn better way by getting feedback from teacher. Okay, so that is a formative evaluation here. And then we need to know function of formation evaluation or what diagnostics. Okay, we want to determine most appropriate method or instructional material conducted to learning from feedback, right? And then again placement, monitoring. So these are the I mean, day to day progress. Characteristics of formative I mean evaluation. Okay, so monthly test, class test, periodical assessment, teacher observation, etc. And diagnostics evaluation. Okay, so it is concerned with identifying learning difficulty or weakness of people. Okay, so student whether really understanding and get gaining knowledge, that will be under identification. And then summative evaluation. So I mean, so here format is periodically they are conducting test, continuous process. But summative is only end semester examination. Okay, so that is summative. And so there we are evaluating by assigning credit for their mark. Okay, and then certifying it, providing certificate, I mean final mark, that is for example semester mark card. Okay, and promotion. Okay, so one class to another class we are promoting and selecting. Okay, and then so example are traditional school and university examination. Teacher may test standardized tests, practical and oral test, and rating scale. Okay, and next is norm reference and criterion reference evaluation. Okay, what is the criterion reference evaluation? Okay, when evaluation is concerned with performance of individual in term of what can do or behavior he can demonstrate. Okay, example is I mean for example, Raman got 93 mark in test of mathematics. Okay, yeah, type is type 60 words per minute. So those kind is coming under norms reference. And then norms reference evaluation. Okay, so here Raman stood first in mathematics test in his class. Okay, so like that we are framing sentence. And type is to type 60 words per minute, standard above 90 percentage typist. Okay, so that is a comparative kind. And nowadays we have CBCS, choice based credit system. Student can choose any subject from entire syllabus as per their I mean choice. Okay, at any semester. Okay, so Okay, with this, your syllabus, I mean, content matter is over. I'll be discussing what are the questions, how to approach those questions, and how to choose better answer in next part. Thank you for watching.